Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So, the other day we got on here, right, and I went through an example with you of how to change the perspective of the way your thoughts are going, right? So, here is an example of mine, so that way you can work on yours as well. And I would love to know after you do the exercise how it has worked for you. So, taking you through an example of mine before, when I consciously took a moment to stop the thought, right? Release it, and then reaffirmed a new belief in its place, right? So I used to think, and still catch myself at times, right? Thinking, why do I always struggle so much with money? So the process is, right, that I talked about the other day, is how did my parents, or for me it was my grandparents, feel about money, right? So my grandpa and my grandma lived off of a government check each month. That's all they had, right? When I was growing up, so money was tight for them. My grandparents would argue about how they were spending their money and how they could never save anything, right? Their famous saying was, money don't grow on trees. And there's a funny story to that, because when I was little, they would always tell me this. I planted my own tree. I put a penny in the ground and I said, watch me plant some money. But it never did grow. But so the second question, right, was there conflict about this in the home growing up? They would argue a lot about how they must spend on a budget, right? And would ask to see where the money went all the time. My grandpa was always asking where the money went, why, we only have this much left at the end of the month, right? Um, the third question that was on there is, did anything specific, negative situation at all around the topic, right? I wanted store clothes like others in school, with a name tag on it, with either a name brand or even just a name tag, right? Well, I was told there just isn't enough money. And your grandma makes your clothes, right? With love, and I understood that. She did make everything with so much love. But that wasn't the point, right? I didn't feel like I was good enough because I didn't have what everybody else had, right? But and and that isn't good enough. It wasn't good enough for me, right? And one time, they did finally let me go shopping, right, for clothes, for real clothes. I called it, but then there was always how I don't understand that I am not like other kids and can't afford these things, right? And that hurt me, grandma. And that hurt my grandma also, because she enjoyed making them for me. No, now that I'm grown, right? I wish I could go back and enjoy those clothes. But was the money issue right there, right? That I grew from. So, and then the next question was, how do I feel when I think about this? My heart is broken, right? And I have this sickening feeling in my stomach, and all I wanted was to be understood and held, right? Does feeling this way supporting my current goals and aspirations, right? That was the next question. No. Not having money doesn't make me feel more loved or happy, and it just brings more stress. See, being broke all the time just makes it where I am not enjoying the things that I want to do with my family and the freedom to enjoy the life that I want to enjoy, right? The next one was, will rewriting this old thought pattern help my goals, right? Yes, because I realize that money isn't bad and that having it doesn't mean I can't be loved, right? I see that I can have money and have love in my life all at the same time, and that my old thoughts and beliefs came from misunderstanding or misinterpreting the situation as a child, right? So now that I have discovered the source of my belief, I can let it go. So once you have it, you know what that source of that belief is, You can say something like this if it's for money, or something similar in your own words. I now recognize that this old belief that I have held on to for so long doesn't serve me anymore. And I am now ready to release it and let it go, right? Now to reprogram it with my new affirmation, I say I am worthy of money and love, right? Now you turn to give it, now it's your turn to give it a spin. I want you to try this, right? And use the same process I use to move through each area that you are feeling a struggle in. Take as much time as you need. Don't rush through it. I want you to sift through the feelings and uncover where they started from, right? Then recognize them for what they truly are, which is misunderstood or misinterpreted situations of your parents, grandparents, loved ones, or who gave you the beliefs that you are not who you are. Release each one and then replace it with a positive affirmation, like I spoke on yesterday as well. Well, no, it wasn't yesterday, the day before yesterday as well. Once you have your new affirmations, you will continue to use them daily. And anytime your subconscious seeps in, right, with that old belief, you can quickly release the thought, right, and say that isn't what I want, and cut it off by saying, also, I see you as my old thought, right? I see you, I hear you. And I thank you for sharing this with me, for trying to keep me safe, but that's not who I am anymore. I am worthy of money and love. And then whatever your new affirmation is, say it afterwards, right? You will begin to notice that your old beliefs show up less and less until it is your new belief that has fully rooted itself in your new every way of life, right? Your new way of life. With this new belief system supporting you on your journey, using the law of attraction as well, right? Your subconscious is what communicates to the universe. So that means you need to be on the same page as what you consciously want and desire. Because if your subconscious is saying one thing, like having more money will make me a bad person, but you're saying consciously, I want money. It's your subconscious that is winning every single time. Because your subconscious wants you to be safe. It is trying to protect you. So don't get frustrated and mad. Your subconscious is only trying to take care of you, right? Of you with the old belief system. The only way that it has known how to since you were a child growing up, right? Or maybe it was from a domestic violence situation, whatever that belief was that got in there, right? It's just trying to protect you through it all. We will go into getting your conscious and subconscious aligned tomorrow. But if you're ready to take back control of your life and start calling in the things that are rightfully yours, then I'd be a pleasure for you to join me on this 7-week journey, the Healing Call, Awakening the Mind, Body, and Spirit for 2023 for $111, where we learn how to manifest our dreamiest life, right? While healing with the karmic release, releasing attachment, shadow work, chakra cleansing, and alignment, self-love, and so much more is inside there, right? Come join my free group where I help guide you with so much free content as well. Or if you are looking to take your magic just a little bit further and bring your spiritual gifts out into the world, let's talk on this more in a DM, because this is a little bit more of a pricier program. So I am here as your guide, right? So whatever it is that you are looking for, whatever it is that you are going through, reach out to me. I am there to help you. I love each and every one of you. Remember, you are amazing, loved, and worthy, and everything that you need is within you already. It just needs to be brought to the surface. All right. Love you guys.